What's going on, gangsters? Yeah, as you can see, I am currently locked up in jail because I did something bad. Anyways, I'm here to read a few quotes from a very good book written by Walter Dean Myers called Monster. The first quote I have chosen is from the beginning when he calls himself a monster because it's a really powerful part of the book. And he says, maybe I could make my own movie. I could write it out and play it in my head. I could block out the scenes like we did in school. The film would be the story of my life. No, not my life, but this experience. I'll write it down in the notebook they let me keep. I'll call it what the lady who is the prosecutor called me, Monster. I thought that was a good quote because it kind of ties into the whole humanity theme where he is kind of seen as less than human from the prosecutor's eyes. So he really never had a chance because the prosecutor's kind of racist, and so is the whole judicial system in this book. The next quote I chose is when it's before the end of the trial when some of the inmates are talking, and one of the inmates says, I've spent half my life in the joint, man, where's my life, where's my damn life? I thought that was a good quote because it goes with the whole humanity thing again, and it's really lets people who, like the young people who read this book, see that if you do something bad and then you go to jail, then your life is pretty much over. You're not going to have a very good life because you're in jail. The final quote I chose is at the end when the verdict is read. This is a spoiler, Kayla, in case you're wondering, so don't close your ears if you don't want to know what happens in the end. But it's when there's a close-up of Steve's mother when the jury's verdict is being read, and it says, we see her desperately clasping her hands before her, her face distorted with the tension of the moment. Then suddenly, dramatically, she lifts her hands high and closes her eyes. I thought that was a really good part because reading up to this part, it was getting really intense, and I was trying my hardest not to read forward to find out what happens. But then when that happens, you finally get to know that Steve was found not guilty, and he's gonna be able to live a good life and do whatever he wants to do and make his movies and stuff. So that is some good quotes from Monster. You should read the book. It is a very good book.
Hey, turn off the lights. Time to go to sleep.
The best time to cry is at night.